Mark.
How's everything looking? Good? Yeah? Yeah, we can go ahead. What inspired me to start this mental health channel was me feeling like people needed to be checked on. I know a lot of times for me, I wish people checked on me more and not expecting me to be okay all the time. So me starting this was like, let me actually check on people because they may need it in the moment. And a lot of times when we have done these interviews, people have actually needed it at that moment. So to do what we came out here to do. You recording? All right. This is going to be episode 3. Y'all get it to know me. Y'all get it to know why I decided to create this segment called Mental Health Check-In. Let's go. I think one thing that people misunderstand about therapy, especially in our community, like people think if you go to a therapist, that means that you're crazy. But therapy is there to help you out through in life, especially like if you're struggling or going through something traumatic. So therapy is there to help you. And I feel like people misunderstand that based off of our own culture. Like therapy is a tool that we can use to help us continue to grow and continue to heal throughout life. I've actually really enjoyed these mental health check-ins, being able to, first of all, I'm facing a fear. I'm out here talking to cameras. Somebody just stopped right there and could have scared the bejeebies out of me, but it did not. Like, I'm just so happy because a lot of people are fearful. They're walking in fear, but me deciding to actually step out on faith and do the things that I'm supposed to do, checking in on people has really not only blessed me, but I know it has blessed other people. So yeah, I want this series to start a conversation about people's healing journey. I want people to actually look deep inside of themselves and say, am I actually healed? Am I actually the person that I want to be? And if this channel sparks something in them to make them feel like I can actually grow better from where I am, then that's what this channel is all about. Do I feel like I'm making a difference? Yes and no. Yes, because people tell me that I'm making a difference, but no, because I see myself doing bigger things. And I'm very hard on myself. I really want to make an impact on people. So yes and no. That question was kind of hard for me to answer, but yes and no. Okay. You know, I was thinking about everything that we have been doing, you know, trying to build a ministry. Not only that, but like touch people's lives. And I think about all of the fear that I go through before I press record on this camera, you know, and before I actually talk to somebody and see how they're doing. I'm thinking about that because I'm thinking about how much I have to put into it in order to, you know, be able to do this the way that I see it going. You know, it's hard following your dreams. It's hard doing something that you are supposed to be doing. There was a moment while James was interviewing me, I began to like start being a little bit insecure about what I was doing because sometimes I feel illiterate, and that comes from when I was younger and I couldn't read well and I didn't do well in school. And now that I'm actually talking to people and talking about things that are important, it just, I sometimes question the way I do things and how I say things to people. But the funny thing is I'm not illiterate. I have all A's in school, and when I'm not recording, I actually, you know, talk to people very well. But I think being on camera and then allowing the world to see me just, you know, it's just uncomfortable a little bit because it shows that I am vulnerable and I do have scars and imperfections, but I have to understand that if I'm going to be doing this, I have to learn to accept my own imperfections and things that I feel that are imperfect about me. But the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure when y'all look at this, or when people look at this or see me, they don't see that, that insecure girl. They see somebody that is following their dreams and they're pursuing it with all the strength and the might that they have. But if I can be honest, sometimes it's hard for me to do that. Sometimes I have to call some of my friends and be like, hey, like I'm feeling this way. Or sometimes I don't even have those people to call on. I have to rely on the tools that I have created for myself and build off of that so I can be okay mentally, so I can be able to do this, what I'm doing now. Wow. This sunset, golden hour, amazing. But uh, first of all, these mosquitoes are biting me. What is this? Being out here is inspiring me for real. Like I have James here supporting me and helping me, and I thought that I was going to need certain people helping me and supporting me, but just the two of us being here helps me to know that I can do anything, really. I'm saying that to say you don't need a lot of people to do what you're supposed to do in life. You can actually have two people and God will be in the midst. So it just feels good to have him here and to know that I don't need a lot of people in my life supporting me in order to do the things that I'm called to do. I don't know, it's just great to know that. You ready? My God, this view, impeccable. you know, I was thinking about the questions that I asked, especially in episode 2. The question was, what is one of the most difficult things you had to accept about life? And when I thought of that question, I was like, oh, this one's gonna be good, because for me, if I was to answer that question, what is one of the most difficult things that I had to accept about life? I'm sorry, I'm laughing because vulnerability, defense mechanism. But what is one of the most difficult things that I had to accept about life is that one is that we get older and one day we're not going to be here. So I am away from my family. And so I only see them like a few times a year, maybe like twice a year. But every time I go back, everybody looks older. And so that kind of was a shock for me, because I'm like, I'm missing out. But like, it's also showing that one day we're not going to be here. And so that's one of the difficult things that I had to accept about life, especially when it comes to like my mom, because I guess being the youngest, you really don't think about all that. You just live in life and you just enjoying it to your best ability. But when I look at everybody else, it's just like, dang, like I'm getting older and they are too. So that's one of the most difficult things that I had to accept about life. Another difficult thing that I had to accept about life is people are not going to always be here that you want to be here. Like there's so many people that I have wanted to be in my corner that are not. And it's hard because you feel like you need them there, but I have learned that you don't. All you need is yourself and God will supply the rest. But it was very hard for me to accept that. It took me years. Sometimes I still get triggered for not having people here in my life, but that I want to be here. But I've been doing it. That's what I had to learn about life. So, yeah, that's really nice. So even down to the very first question that I asked people, what would I tell my younger self if I could go back to the past? I think I would just affirm who I am. I would tell myself that I am loved, that I'm needed, that I'm wanted, that I can do anything that I put my mind to. That's what I would tell my younger self. I would do that because I feel like I would have less torment in my mind facing everything that I want to do and facing my fears. I feel like I would have less torment when it comes to that. But we are where we are now, and I'm fighting against it. And I feel like one day I'm going to have a moment to where I don't have that fear anymore. I just do everything that I put my mind to without even questioning it. So if I was to answer that question, that's what I would say. Yeah. Thank God. I'm gonna actually eat some of my banana. This is good. Eat a banana. Potassium, right? Potassium? Yeah. Okay, so we're about to end the vlog. I hope y'all have enjoyed what you have seen and get to know me inside of my mind and how I feel and why I'm doing certain things. I'm doing this because it's a part of my purpose. It's what God has called me to do, which is check in on people, actually be a good friend to people. And I'm just excited to see where God is going to take this. Like, I feel like I know, but I feel like it's bigger than where my mind is seeing. Like, it's something that I can't see with my natural eyes, but it's something that is going on. I just know that I'm gonna love it. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna eat this banana, I'm gonna drink this energy drink, and I'll see y'all later. Check on you later. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jerry. You already know what's going on. Listen, we are building something here special, and we want you to be a part. We're creating real conversations about relationships, cultures, accountability, politics, topics that people actually think about, but they really don't talk about it. And listen, this isn't about arguing. This is about sharing your perspective, challenging your ideas, and having an honest dialogue that leads to understanding or makes you think a little bit. So if you have an opinion, a different perspective, or you just enjoy meaningful conversations, this is for you. So all you gotta do is click the link in my description or in my bio or scan the scan code. And listen, don't forget, your voice matters. I can't wait to talk to you.